The mummy of a strange winged creature, just discovered by scientists, shocks the world. Hello everyone. For centuries, humans have been fascinated by strange creatures, mysteries, and phenomena that cannot be explained. In recent years, a series of discoveries of mummies of unusual beings have left the scientific community restless. These creatures have forms unlike any species we know, with bizarre body structures, abnormal limbs, or delicate wings as if they stepped out of a fairy tale. The confusion grows as researchers are unable to draw clear conclusions about the origins of these mummies, ranging from extraterrestrial beings to secret experiments we've never heard of. These discoveries not only raise many questions about the existence of alien life, but also make us question the limits of science, progress, and the unexplored. So what are these mummies? When did scientists discover them? And what answers do they provide to the mysteries humanity is still searching for? Let's explore this right now. The mummy of a creature, stepping out of a fairy tale. If you think fairies only exist in the world of fairy tales by Andersen with their tiny wings, you might have to rethink that when you see the mummy of the creature that's been puzzling scientists. Specifically, in the realm of strange phenomena, discoveries that make us question the boundaries between science and the mystical, there's one finding that has stirred the UFO and strange creature research community. A tiny mummy, only about 12 inches long, with delicate wings and a face resembling that of reptiles, has left scientists scratching their heads in search of answers. Preserved in formaldehyde, this creature retains its limbs and, notably, its fragile wings, which at first glance could easily be mistaken for a creature from a fairy tale, as I mentioned earlier. This discovery has caught the attention of Richard Shaw and Marzulli, renowned researchers in the fields of UFOs and strange creatures. They immediately traveled to Mexico, where the mummy was discovered, to learn more about this creature. There, they met and spoke with Jaime Maussan, the host of the television channel Tercer Milenio, about the strange creature and UFOs, and he is also the one who claimed to have discovered the tiny alien being. According to Jaime Maussan, he received the mummy from a 13-year-old boy who had found the strange creature on a mountaintop. Maussan asserted that the boy could not have created such a sophisticated mummy on his own, and he believed it was a genuine creature, not a counterfeit. To verify the information, the research team conducted X-ray scans and DNA analysis of the specimen. Upon studying the sample, biologist Forster stated that this was a peculiar animal, and it was unlikely to be a forgery. Specifically, when the X-ray scans were performed, scientists discovered the skeletal structure of the creature, which they believed indicated that this was not an artificial object. Though the origins of this creature remain uncertain to this day, Jaime Maussan and his colleagues still believe that this is a significant discovery. According to Maussan, it could be a hybrid creature or the result of secret experiments, and the questions surrounding the existence of extraterrestrial beings remain an unsolved mystery. 36,000-year-old bison mummy. Do you remember one of the most talked about events in North America in the late 1890s? It was the Klondike Gold Rush. At that time, it was estimated that over 100,000 people rushed to Alaska and the northwest of Canada in search of gold. Some became wealthy, but the majority returned empty-handed. By 1976, the gold rush had finally cooled down. However, the Rumans family, just like many other families searching for gold, found something much bigger and more astonishing. They discovered the mummified remains of a male bison that had been naturally frozen. The discovery site was near the city of Fairbanks in Alaska. They named it Blue Babe, after the myth of Babe the Blue Ox, the pet of a giant lumberjack. The Rumans family was in shock, so they decided to immediately contact Dale Guthrie, a professor of archaeology at the University of Alaska. However, it took 3 years for Professor Guthrie's research team to break through the ice and successfully excavate the large bison mummy. It was only then that they realized they were witnessing one of the most perfectly preserved specimens of bison ever found. Using radiocarbon dating, researchers determined that this bison had died 36,000 years ago. There were many wounds on its neck and back, most likely from the powerful bite of a saber-toothed cat. This branch of saber-tooths went extinct during the Ice Age and is also an ancestor of the modern African lion. The encounter likely took place in winter, and while the bison seemed to have escaped, it ultimately froze to death in the extreme cold. The freezing temperatures also helped preserve its injuries. Over tens of thousands of years, layers of snow and ice built up over the mummy, causing it to sleep until its excavation in 1979. The specimen found belonged to the bison priscus species. It lived during the last ice age, about 110,000 to 10,000 years ago, in Europe, Central Asia, and North America. The bison was one of the largest land animals, alongside mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and tigers. Bison priscus went extinct 8,000 years ago. However, some of its relatives still exist today, including the bison species. This modern bison is smaller, but still stands up to 9 feet tall and weighs over 1,300 pounds on average. The mummy was excavated in July, during the middle of summer. As soon as it was removed from the ice, it began showing signs of decomposition. The research team was worried that the specimen wouldn't be usable for future studies of bison. Therefore, they decided to extract the meat, blood, and marrow separately to preserve the rest of the specimen at the Alaska Museum. Fortunately, the team succeeded with the help of animal preservation expert Eric Grankvist from the University of Helsinki in Finland. By mid-1894, the processed bison mummy was ready for display. And you know what? Before the mummy was displayed, the research team had kept a small portion of the frozen bison meat. Whether out of curiosity or for scientific purposes, Dale's team decided to cook a small piece of meat from the bison's neck and try it. You're probably wondering how it tasted, right? Of course, everyone lived to tell the tale. Dale Guthrie mentioned, "The meat was tough but still edible and tasted like beef. None of us vomited or had any problems afterward." To this day, the Blue Babe bison specimen proudly resides at the Museum of the North at the University of Alaska. If you're curious, you can visit and see it for yourself. Ancient woolly rhinoceros, mummy found in Siberia. In August 2024, a miraculous discovery took place in Siberia when gold miners accidentally found the mummified remains of an ancient woolly rhinoceros near a quarry in the Sakha Republic, Russia. What's particularly remarkable is that the rhino's horn and soft tissue were astonishingly well preserved. Images of the mummy quickly spread on Telegram, attracting the attention of both scientists and the public. Upon receiving the news, researchers from the Northeast Federal University, NEFU, in Yakutsk immediately traveled to the site to recover the rhino's horn and stated that excavation of the rest of the mummy would continue over the coming months. This discovery is considered a rare opportunity for further study of the natural history of the Siberian region, particularly its ancient wildlife and environmental conditions. As you can see, Siberia's permafrost has created a natural storage system that has preserved the remains of ancient creatures for tens of thousands of years. The cold conditions helped mummify the remains and keep the soft tissues intact, acting like a frozen time capsule that allows scientists to explore details that other ancient objects cannot reveal. This is why this discovery is so significant, as the preserved soft tissue gives researchers a chance to learn about the living conditions and behaviors of Ice Age creatures. Maxim Cheprasov, a senior researcher at the Mammoth Museum at NEFU, stated that this is the 5th time scientists have found a woolly rhinoceros with preserved soft tissue, but this is the first time they've encountered a specimen in such well-preserved condition. The woolly rhinoceros was one of the iconic animals of the Pleistocene era, living between approximately 2.6 million and 11,700 years ago. They mainly inhabited the cold regions of northern Europe, Asia, and North America before going extinct around 10,000 years ago due to climate change and human influence. Researchers plan to continue excavating the rest of the rhino's remains to learn more about its age, sex, and physiological condition. Studying the rhino's horn will also help determine its morphological characteristics, providing valuable information about the species. This discovery not only represents a significant advancement in the field of archaeology, but also offers a priceless opportunity to understand Earth's past, helping to unravel the mysteries of the animals and environments of the Ice Age. 30,000-year-old mummified unknown creature. In 2018, near the town of Dawson in the Yukon region of Canada, on the Klondike goldfields, a gold miner accidentally discovered a round furry ball. Little did anyone know that this ball was the mummified remains of a 30,000-year-old Arctic ground squirrel curled up in a resting position. The specimen was so well preserved that scientists could clearly see details like the fur, tiny claws, and even the shape of its small ears and tail. This discovery amazed many experts and opened a rare opportunity to study creatures that lived during the Ice Age. Grant Zazula, a renowned paleontologist in Yukon, shared that he initially didn't recognize the creature as a squirrel until he saw its small features like the hands, claws, and tail. After examining the specimen, veterinarian Jess Heath performed an X-ray and confirmed that this was a young Arctic ground squirrel, likely trying to hibernate in a burrow but was buried by snow and died while curled up. What's particularly remarkable is that despite being 30,000 years old, the squirrel remains perfectly preserved due to the ideal conditions of the permafrost, almost like being stored in a prehistoric refrigerator. The Arctic ground squirrel, a species still found in Yukon today, typically digs underground burrows to hibernate. However, it is extremely rare to find a squirrel in such a well-preserved state, as most Ice Age squirrel nests only leave behind traces or bones. Finding an intact animal with its face, skin, and fur looking as if it had just died was incredibly exciting for Zazula. According to him, this discovery is not only an important scientific breakthrough, but also offers a greater understanding of the life of creatures during the Ice Age. The Klondike area, where this mummified specimen was found, was once covered by permafrost from the Ice Age. It's likely that the cold, thick snow and ice helped preserve these ancient creatures, from their fur and nails to other parts of their bodies. Mummified alien-like creature. In the summer of 1996, a strange event occurred in the village of Kaolinovi, near the city of Kyshtym in the Ural region, located over 1,000 miles east of Moscow, Russia. Tamara Prosverina, a retired woman, attracted attention when she was often seen carrying something wrapped in a blanket and talking to it. Local residents, witnessing this scene, thought she might have mental health issues. One neighbor recalled, "She said it was her son, but no one ever saw the child's face." It was known that her only son, Alexei, was an adult, which made her story of carrying a child even more confusing. At first, people thought she had gone mad and was talking to a toy or an inanimate object. However, when the situation was revealed, it became clear that what she was carrying was not a toy, but a living creature. This creature had a humanoid appearance, standing only about 8 to 10 inches tall, with a brown body, no hair, bulging eyes, and a small mouth that made shrill sounds. One of her friends, Tamara Naumova, recalled, "Its body was like that of a child. She fed it cheese and condensed milk. Its mouth was round and red, and it seemed sad." These details sparked both curiosity and skepticism in the local community. Many locals speculated that this might be an alien being, while another theory suggested that the creature could be the result of a radiation mutation, as Kyshtym, where Tamara Prosverina lived, had suffered a nuclear disaster in 1957. A plutonium explosion at a nearby nuclear plant had caused a serious accident, affecting many surrounding areas. This raised speculations about a possible connection between the strange creature and the nuclear disaster. A few months later, Tamara Prosverina was admitted to a mental health facility, and when she returned, the creature had died. A friend of hers, in an attempt to preserve the creature's body, washed it with strong alcohol and dried it, turning it into a mummified specimen. Eventually, the creature's body was handed over to the police. Medical experts offered different conclusions about the creature. A pathologist concluded that it was not a human, while another doctor suggested it could have been a severely deformed child. As for Tamara Prosverina, the woman who had been so close to the strange creature, she passed away in 1999 in a car accident. Afterward, the story of the creature faded into obscurity, and most of the people who had witnessed the event also passed away. However, the incident remains an unsolved mystery. The mysterious mummified demon baby in Japan. Yamaguchi Bintaro, born in 1966 in Tokushima Prefecture, is a renowned writer and entrepreneur known for his passion for researching bizarre creatures and mysterious phenomena in Japan. His office is not only a workspace, but also a treasure trove filled with strange artifacts, with the most notable being a photograph of the mummified demon baby, a grotesque creature with a terrifying appearance. This mummified demon baby is described as a tiny creature, measuring only about 12 inches long, with limbs ending in long claws, a wide mouth that stretches from ear to ear, and two small horns protruding from its forehead. Its diminutive size led many to believe it was the mummified remains of a newborn demon. But what perplexes everyone is that no one knows the exact origin of this strange creature or why it was preserved. According to legend, this mummified creature was once kept at the Rakanji Temple, located in the Yabake region of Oita Prefecture, Japan. There, an ancient book called Demon Chronicle documented the origins of this bizarre mummified being. However, during a fire in 1943, the Rakanji temple was destroyed, and not only was the demon baby's mummified body lost, but also many precious documents, including the Demon Chronicle, were burned. That fire erased valuable records, making it even more difficult to uncover the mystery surrounding this creature. One rumor suggests that the mummified demon baby was discovered on Kagoshima Island, but beyond this, all other details about it remain unclear. Since then, the story of this bizarre being has become a major mystery, with the only evidence of its existence being the photograph of its mummified body. Despite many years passing, the mystery has never been solved, and it is precisely this ambiguity that makes it captivating and intriguing for those passionate about researching supernatural phenomena and strange creatures. Yamaguchi Bintaro, with his research and collections, has made a significant contribution to maintaining interest in such mysterious stories. While many details have been lost over time, curiosity and a passion for exploration continue to drive researchers to seek answers to unsolved mysteries. The mummified mysterious creature, found in a Russian diamond mine. At the Udashny diamond mine in Yakutia, Russia, miners accidentally discovered a strange mummified creature that stunned the scientific community. This creature's remains were buried deep under layers of sand millions of years ago and appeared to resemble a dinosaur or an unknown carnivorous species that had never been recorded. The discovery immediately captured the attention of experts and sparked a wave of speculation about the creature's origin and history. Initially, the miners believed it could be a type of dinosaur based on the structure of the skeleton and the impressive size of the remains. However, scientists remain skeptical and need more time for thorough research. One of the first hypotheses proposed was that the creature might belong to the wolf family, a carnivorous mammal with a bear-like appearance. But this hypothesis led scientists to reconsider, as they had never encountered a species with such a form in this region. With the specimen's estimated age dating back to the Mesozoic era, between 66 million and 252 million years ago, the discovery has left scientists puzzled. Could this be the remains of an extinct species, or is it just a part of an ancient biological history that we can't yet explain? It's a tough question to answer, isn't it? The creature's remains are set to be transferred from Udashny to Yakutsk, the capital of the region, for more detailed research. There, scientists will analyze the bone structure and decode its DNA, hoping to uncover accurate information about the species and ultimately provide the most precise answers. The Udashny diamond mine, where this mysterious creature was found, is no stranger to strange and cryptic stories. Discovered in 1955, it has become one of the largest diamond mines in the world. However, throughout its mining history, the natural history secrets of this area have remained hidden deep underground. 40,000-year-old mummified horse found in Siberia. The land of Siberia, known as the Gate of Hell, continues to unveil secrets from the past, with a remarkable discovery recently recorded by scientists. Specifically, the remains of a horse that lived around 40,000 years ago have been found in perfect preservation at the Batagai sedimentary area, where the permafrost is gradually melting due to climate change. This is the first time researchers have had the opportunity to observe a prehistoric creature preserved so perfectly. Found in thick layers of ice, the remains of the young horse, only about 3 months old at the time of death, still retain its fur, mane, and tail, as well as intact internal organs. This is a particularly important discovery, not only due to the incredible preservation, but also because it offers valuable clues about the habitat of ancient animals during that era. Scientists from the Northeast Federal University in Yakutsk and Kindai University in Japan have joined forces to study this specimen, hoping to gain more insights into the mysteries of the climate and ecosystem of ancient times. The Batagai crater, a region with unique geographical features, reaches a depth of 91 meters and has a diameter of about 0.5 miles. It is gradually expanding at a rate of 33 to 98 feet per year due to the melting of the permafrost. This area is not only home to ancient fossils such as horses, moose, and mammoths, but is also the center of many mysterious stories, as local residents frequently hear strange noises, including loud explosions from deep underground. Semyon Grigoriev, an expert and head of the Mammoth Museum in Yakutsk, has stated that this discovery offers a valuable opportunity to learn more about the environment in which ancient animals lived. In the research process, scientists are not only analyzing the creature, but also focusing on understanding more about past climate changes. With the permafrost melting at an accelerating pace, discoveries like this could provide invaluable insights into the process of environmental changes on our planet, as well as the impacts of current climate change. These findings are not only historically significant, but also serve as crucial evidence to help us better understand the process of evolution and climate change over millions of years. With each new discovery, the story of mysterious creature mummies becomes even more enigmatic and fascinating. While these findings give rise to countless theories, ranging from extraterrestrial beings to undisclosed experiments, the question of their true origin remains unanswered. Can science open the door to uncover creatures we've never known before, or will these mysteries forever remain a part of stories without conclusions? Keep following our channel to uncover the answer by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. For now, goodbye and see you next time.